Almost 11,700,000 Colombians came out to vote on a landmark anti-corruption initiative. It was an unprecedented turnout for a citizen-driven referendum, but still not enough to make the result count. The initiative would have limited politicians' salaries, imposed term limits, and introduced mandatory jail sentences for corruption. Those who voted overwhelmingly favored the proposals, but the turnout was 400,000 short of what was needed to reach a quorum. Organizers say it's still a political victory and that a huge citizen mandate can't be denied.
Today we won against corruption, no doubt about that. Today Colombia has taken a big step, a historic step. Almost 12 million Colombians, their only incentive being their free conscience, participated in the largest vote in the history of Colombia for a citizen-driven measure.
Most Colombians agree corruption is a plague that needs to be exterminated. 10% of the country's GDP is lost to graft every year. But organizing to defeat it is difficult, especially in a country where low voter turnout is the norm, even in presidential elections. Most of the anger is directed toward Congress, which has repeatedly voted down similar measures in the past. Unlike most in his party, President Iván Duque did vote in the referendum. He insists his government will tackle corruption.
Sin importar los resultados de hoy,
regardless of the results today, it's clear that Colombia will not put up with any more corruption. These 11 million Colombians who voted, who went out to the ballot box, sent a resounding message of rejection against the permanent pillaging of public resources.
But some political analysts warn that without a binding result, the country's politics will go back to business as usual.
It's really sad that it came up so short, because we were so close to making it mandatory for the Congress to have to pass these laws. This simply gives them a chance to ignore the popular vote and go ahead as they would anyways.
While historic, this result will be very frustrating for the tens of thousands of volunteers that have worked tirelessly to bring this referendum to the ballot. And it will be a disappointment for the millions of Colombians who were finally hoping to impose concrete change and accountability to the country's politicians. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.